Stripe has grown to become a major global technology company. As one of the most successful FinTechs, they have built economic infrastructure for the Internet, primarily payment systems. Large and small businesses, including startups and huge public companies like Salesforce and Facebook, use Stripe's software to accept online payments and run complex global operations. Millions of companies across the world use Stripe to start, run, and scale their businesses online. Stripe combines economic infrastructure with a set of applications for new business models like crowdfunding, marketplaces, cyber fraud protection, data analytics, and more. On their developer platform, Stripe navigates global regulatory issues and partners closely with internal leaders like Alibaba, Apple, Google, Tencent, Facebook, and Twitter to launch new capabilities and to fight cybercrime. While a little more than 3% of global GDP occurs online today, Stripe is committed to helping more companies get started and to thrive, and ultimately achieving this mission of growing the GDP of the Internet. Stripe must always be mindful of cybercrime. Their scale, ease of onboarding operations, and the wide variety of countries worldwide they operate within makes their platform a common target for payment fraud and cybercrime. Besides seeking out the highest level of certification in cybersecurity, Stripe has built an understanding of the behavioral patterns that cyber criminals use in their activities. Stripe has a robust cyber risk analysis team that is equipped with automated tools to make informed decisions to sift out illegal users and to prevent them from making fraudulent accounts and transactions. They have developed machine learning tools to identify similar clusters of accounts and patterns of activity created by fraudsters who are trying to disrupt the operations of legitimate firms as well as those of their clients. Fraud in the payments ecosystem can be very lucrative and generally occurs as either transactions fraud or merchant fraud. Transactions fraud applies to individual bogus charges or where a fraudster may purchase items with a stolen credit card in order to resell them later. Merchant fraud occurs when someone signs up for a Stripe account in order to later defraud cardholders. Fraudsters will attempt to create a Stripe account hoping to dupe unsuspecting customers from paying for a good and then shutting down the account after receiving payment without delivering the promised item. Stripe must constantly monitor against these types of activity and is recognized as a leader in fighting cybercrime. Stripe was created in 2009 by two brothers, John and Patrick Collison from Ireland. They stated the company's goal was to increase the GDP of the Internet. The brothers saw that companies such as PayPal met the needs of individuals, but not of small businesses. If a transaction was done over PayPal funds, could be locked up for up to 60 days, and in some cases, that could mean 30% of a company's money was tied up in PayPal's system. Their idea was that businesses starting up, or even public ones, could use Stripe's software to complete business transactions much faster and to manage their businesses online. Their platform removed barriers to online commerce and helped to increase economic output and trade globally. Today, Stripe helps to provide everything a business needs to create an all-inclusive e-commerce experience for retail, software, and service businesses, and even for nonprofits. The company is located in San Francisco, which has helped them raise funding over the years from various Silicon Valley venture capitalists. In May 2011, Stripe got their first round of funding, a $2 million investment from venture capitalist Peter Thiel, Sequoia Capital, and Andreessen Horowitz. The following year, they received their first Series A investment, coming in at about $18 million, and they haven't stopped. By mid-2020, Stripe had raised a total of $1.6 billion in venture funding over 12 rounds. Stripe's valuation amounted to over $36 billion following their latest funding, making them the largest U.S. FinTech unicorn. While Stripe was created to initially look and function like PayPal, they have had much lower fees and carrying costs for their customers over the years. Stripe's advantage was that they allowed more money to be transferred at a considerably faster rate than their competitors. In 2016, Stripe changed the financial world forever when they launched their new program, Stripe Atlas. This platform allowed entrepreneurs to start and support a business from anywhere in the world, and it provided enhanced features. This platform enabled any company to incorporate as a United States company domiciled in Delaware. The court system, tax system, laws, and policies in the United States helped over 60% of their companies, including such large names as Coca-Cola, Google, and Bank of America, obtain this important status. Over the years, Stripe has added many other cybersecurity and product enhancements, and by 2020, they had introduced incremental subscriptions with quarterly prints and digital copies about how to start up a firm and how they could use that with their software. Today, Stripe remains one of the most innovative fintechs in the world, with some of the strongest systems to thwart cybercrime. Stripe's payment platform is much like PayPal's. The goal of their platform is to record and process transactions, and this allows for proof of purchase and transferability of funds. The way that these transactions are presented to the buyer can be controlled easily by the merchant if deemed necessary. This functionality has helped the world to connect much faster and more efficiently. The ability for a service or product to be processed via cell phones has revolutionized how products can be delivered in the marketplace. Smart invoices have allowed the connection of multiple parties' payments, once again revolutionizing the way that people around the globe pay for products every day. Stripe has been able to connect with millions of people, and it is integrated into our everyday lives, including every time we order a Lyft or have food delivered. Stripe's main purpose is to operate as an online payment service. This is done by providing a technical and fraud preventative banking structure. Payment logistics using APIs created by web developers can integrate payments into websites and mobile apps. And this service comes with anti-fraud tools in order to block fraudulent transactions. What makes Stripe superior to companies such as PayPal is when it comes to transactions fees. And while both services charge a 2.9% fee with an additional 30-cent fee with each successful transaction, Stripe has the advantage when it comes to lower website changes, international and authorized card fees, reoccurring billing fees, and their fraud protection capability, all of which are free. Stripe has been improving APIs, increasing emphasis on preventing cybercrime, and trying to redefine the image of their product. Stripe is now the U.S. leader in digital payments, and this was highlighted during the COVID-19 outbreak when they were able to support small businesses seeking PPP as a part of the CARES Act. The pandemic pushed the economy online faster. According to Stripe's management, they believe that several years of offline to online migration were compressed into several months during the global coronavirus outbreak. Businesses that deferred moving online had no reason to operate online have made the leap practically overnight, said John Collison, the co-founder and president of Stripe. In the near future, Stripe has to worry about the competitors that are also entering the market, including the big tech giants. The company has achieved its success to date through constant innovation, with their response to the COVID-19 pandemic as a good example. Stripe is beginning to reach out to other FinTech applications, including virtual banking, for the billions of under- and unbanked people around the globe. In a world that revolves around the internet, it is going to be a constant challenge for the company to keep their guard up in regards to cybersecurity, which is an area where they continue to add more artificial intelligence, data analytics, and machine learning capabilities. To date, Stripe is the most successful United States fintech unicorn.